Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the street. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers! 737373, Pizza 73.
You see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, saved us that star-spangled banner yet wave. Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Once again,
This is Oil Country. Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
Oilers begin the road trip here in Detroit. Good afternoon, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Jack Michaels. We are the Oilers Radio Network. Go to the starting lineup. Brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, Leon Draisaitl with Vasily Podkolzin and Victor Arvidsson. On defense, Darnell Nurse and Brent Kulak. In goal, it's Calvin Pickard. For the Red Wings, JT Compher with Andrew Kopp and Patrick Kane. On defense, Ben Sherratt and Jeff Petrie. In goal, it's Cam Talbot. Referees, Kendrick Nicholson and Furman South, Scott Cherry and Devin Berg. They're on the lines to drop the puck. We're underway here at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. The puck in the Oilers zone, lifted up and out by Podkolzin. He'll give it to Arvidsson. He had 3 assists against Pittsburgh on Friday. He'll go in behind the net to Draisaitl. And shot, and the save made by Talbot. Draisaitl turning 29 seasons today, and up the right wing. The puck brought out to center ice by Kane. On the left wing into the Oilers zone to Compher. He'll go in behind the Edmonton net over to the right wing. To Kopp, now to Kane. Kane being pressured by Nurse, spins him off of the puck. It comes up through the middle, and Kulak on the right to Arvidsson. He'll break out in over the line. His pass looking for Draisaitl. His stick lifted as Compher was able to get in there, and it's cleared out to center ice. Patrick Kane right at the center ice line across. We'll give it to Edvinsson. Went to shoot it. Goes off of Bouchard over to the left side. Nugent Hopkins out with it. Larkin into his own end to Sider across to Edvinsson. On the left wing to Raymond. He'll dump it in. Just over a minute gone here, scoreless first. The Oilers taking on the Red Wings. Hyman to Bouchard, up the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. He'll chop it to the right corner. Hyman will get after it. He'll find it in the right side. Centering pass off the stick of the netminder Talbot. And it goes near the blue line and out through the middle. It's Raymond to center ice for Detroit. He'll flip it towards the net. Calvin Pickard will stop it. Now sweep it to the right wing corner. Bouchard through the middle to Nugent Hopkins on the right wing. A little far for McDavid. He'll catch up to it into the right corner. His pass goes off a skate, hits Sider, and it goes to the left wing. And Berggren's able to get it out.
Oilers is skating early. They look pretty good in transition up the ice.
Good fast pace to this one is Stetcher. Able to clear the puck in. Nada got it caught up in his skates. On the right wing, it is cleared out. So Stetcher Played in game 500 on Friday against Pittsburgh. He's able to dump it in. Edmonton up the right wing. Chopped out by Casper inside his own blue line. Jeff Skinner for the Oilers. Put it right through the middle to Veleno, and Veleno into the Oiler end for Berggren to the right wing corner. On the left side to Mata, comes in from the blue line behind the net to Berggren. That goes just by him. Now he'll get to it on the right to the blue line. Johansson will keep it in. Mata's got to come in from the left point, poke it into the left wing corner. Henrique slides it in behind the net for Nurse. He'll take a bump. Rim it on the left wing to Connor Brown. Now to Troy Stetcher as he gets to center ice, and he'll dump it in. Scoreless here in the first. 2:45 gone. As the puck rolls out of the Oilers zone, and on the right wing, Rasmussen into the Edmonton end on the left wing. Forced to the left side, and his shot blocked by Emberson. He'll get it out through center ice. Sider on the right wing, hammers it, and it hit the corner glass. And then it was going towards the Oiler net. The whistle goes when it hits that curved glass by the bench, but it was going towards the net as Pickard was about to try and stop it.
A little nervous just for a second.
Calvin Pickard in his fourth appearance of the season. He's 1-1-0. He made 25 saves in a 4-2 win at Nashville October 17th. That was his last game. They'll put that face-off right at center. And it goes all the way down to Talbot. He has to steer it into the corner. Johansson to Mata. Mata up the left wing. Across to Johansson. The right side. Puck dumped into the Oilers zone. Pickard to play it off the glass, and it goes out of play. Your face-off in the Oiler end to the left of Calvin Pickard. 3 minutes, 19 seconds gone here in a scoreless first period. Oilers will play tomorrow in Columbus. To start off this trip back-to-back.
So you got one team right at the cap, the Redwings, and another team that's spending the least on players in the entire league right now with a lot of young talent.
Goes to the end boards in the Oilers zone. Comp kicks it to Kane in front of the net. Scores! JT Compher was right in the slot, and he puts it off the bar and in, and it's 1-0 for the Red Wings.
Well, Brett Kulak turns the puck over back behind his goal, and just a tough sequence for Kulak, and they came out of it. Oilers had total puck possession, and Kulak went to play it. You got Andrew Kopp checked it off his stick. They chipped it down low, and Kane reverse passed one in front. And Compher with a tap in. Often we have seen Detroit get the lead here, and it has happened again.
3:28 into the first period. 1-0 the Red Wings lead. Compher gets his third of the year. Puck dumped into Detroit territory. Petrie, the former Edmonton Oiler, up the right wing. Patrick Kane now through the middle for Sherratt. And he'll get over center ice and dump it in. It goes to the right wing. Compher going to go by him. To the right wing point it goes. And that shot from the right point by Petrie was blocked. And it comes out. Petrie has to go back for it in his own end. Give it to
Real Tech Odd. Listen. Music. News. Pod. Get the app. Name group first edit. Last. Email. Title. Company. Brand. Company. Promotion spot. Closing tab. Heading. Group. Tune in. Feedback. Feedback. Clear. Scope. Drop down. Tool. Group. Local. Group. Global web icon. Tune in HTTP. Loading page. Still loading. Unavailable. Loading button. Loading. Continue with Facebook. Continue with Apple but loading complete. Continue with Google button. Sign in Google. To Desiree and Hayden Cardinal Group. Content in English. Continue button. Sign document. Continue with Apple but tune in button. Subscribe. Start lit. Personal works. Content in Facebook. App. Cope. Button. Group. Tune in. Start. Home. Premium. Search, unavailable. Search field edit. Search, no advanced information. Search field edit. Search field. Play button 880. Results for 880 CHED free internet radio tuning.
to elevate the level of their performance here.
Save frame container has finished loading.
For the Red Wings, 1-0. Detroit leads the Oilers after 20 minutes. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they've got the intermission for you when we come back from Little Caesars Arena here in Detroit. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's game on at City Ford. With an all-star lineup of 2024 Ford favorites, save up to $5,000 on escapes,
Up to $6,000 on Bronco Sports.
Banner
and up to
animation has finished loading.
$16,000 on F-150s.
Plus, find 0% financing options available on all 3 vehicles.
Score an all-star deal today and spin and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, even a trip to Vegas.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
CHED Edmonton. Trustworthy, dependable global news mixed with informed, authentic talk radio. 880 CHED. Edmonton's news. Today's talk.
A Chorus Entertainment radio station.
It's our YEG with 880 CHED.
Small steps can make a big change on your path to climate action. Level up your family's climate science knowledge today with our Climate Quest exhibition on now at TELUS World of Science. Then ensure that families and people with limited resources have the outerwear they need to endure harsh Alberta winters with United Way's Coats for Kids. To donate, head to
Banner animation has
myunitedway.ca.
finished
For
loading.
details on these and more events, visit 880ched.com. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Edmonton will give it to Raymond. Now to the side of the net. What a save by Pickard. Coming across to stop the break it. Amazing save by Calvin Pickard.
And that's our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations: Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. And welcome to the first intermission as well. Calvin Pickard beaten once, not beaten twice. And certainly kept the Oilers in that first period as they were being dominated rather convincingly by Detroit until the fight, and then it balanced out a little bit, as Bob was just pointing out. But Pickard was kept busy in that first period, Rob.
He was. The Oilers came off possibly their best first period of the season against the Pittsburgh Penguins, where at one point they had something like 20 straight shots on net, to one of the slower first periods we've seen the Oilers have in some time. Is the Detroit Red Wings had chance after chance. 1-0 probably flatters the Oilers. There's a couple other great saves by Pickard. The Oilers looked a step behind tonight.
Banner animation
they
has
looked
finished
fast
loading.
against the Pittsburgh Penguins, creating, not spending any time in their own zone, forcing turnovers. In this first period that we saw here this afternoon, it was the opposite, where the Oilers were turning the puck over in their own zone. They couldn't get it out. They gave up a couple odd man rushes. They got caught looking at pucks behind the net. So it wasn't a good first, but they are only down 1 because of the goaltending of Calvin Pickard, and they know they have to be much better here in the second and the third.
I got to ask you, because you played back-to-back games. Now, maybe things were a little different. You didn't charter. Did you charter guys very much at all?
First half of my career, no. The second half of my career, yes.
So on back-to-back games, Detroit obviously played in Buffalo yesterday. Didn't look great, but they're flying out here today, and this is a situation I've always wondered about, whether or not you felt fresher in the second game than the first game.
I don't know if you feel fresher, but out east is different than out west.
Right.
Out west, when players, when you're traveling, it's an extended travel time. It's 5 hours, 6 hours. You're sleeping over. You're getting back in the middle of the night. If you do get home, out east, I mean, you play a game, and even if it's a 7 o'clock game, you're in your own bed before midnight, because everything is so close out there. They were in Buffalo. It would have been an easy trip getting back to Detroit. They would have got in nice rest and everything in their own beds.
Loading at.
It's not an issue. And these guys are all in such better shape than when I played. So back-to-back isn't that hard. 3 and 4 is a little bit tougher, and the Oilers are going to see that tomorrow when they play their third game in 4 nights. That's where fatigue comes into play a little bit more, especially when you're traveling. And the Oilers, it'll be three games in 3 different cities. But in this one, there's no reason why the Oilers shouldn't have had better legs than they did in the first period. I think Detroit smarting off a loss.
Right.
The Oilers feeling good about themselves off a win. And the team that was a little more desperate and a little more urgent in that first period, the Red Wings, were the better of the two teams.
I think they might have been a little embarrassed yesterday. Like I said, I think they were capable of playing better than they did against Buffalo. But you know what? It's just the Oilers got the first shot on goal, and then from that point on, it was all Detroit until the fight.
Yeah, the Detroit Red Wings, they've got great offense. They've got guys can move the puck. Where they get into trouble is where they are a little lax in their defensive responsibilities, and it shows with the stats showing that they've been outshot by 10 on average. That's a lot of shots to be outshot by, especially when you got a team that's got this kind of offensive ability. So they haven't been good defensively. We've seen a much more concerted effort from them in the first period. Now, part of playing good defense is being good on forecheck, which the Red Wings were. I like Corey Perry, what he's done. I've liked Corey Perry, everything he's done. Well, in honesty, his whole career.
Right.
But what he's done since he's come here to Edmonton, he's found a role. And he understands when a game needs a jump start. I was surprised there wasn't a penalty on the hit. What is the kid's name? Veleno? Joe Veleno. It was, to me, it wasn't intent. But he did, I mean, that's hit from behind.
Yes, it is.
And he squashed Derek Ryan's head. I think Derek Ryan was a little surprised there wasn't a penalty. So I like Corey Perry tried to engage him. Veleno didn't want to fight then. Next time they were both out there, both fourth-line players, they went at it. So good on Veleno for taking it. Good on for Corey Perry realizing, A, sticking up for a teammate. B, our team has not been good today. We need some sort of spark. And he went out and fought. And I like the fact afterwards they both tapped each other and said, good job. It's like, I never understood that. I've played with tough guys that after the fight's over, they're joking, they're good job out there, okay, good. And then they'll talk in the penalty box. If I fought, it's because I'm really mad.
They're not arguing in the penalty box?
Like,
come on.
I'm not going to fight. No, this is fun, because fighting isn't fun. So I laugh when these guys congratulate each other and say, good job. But Corey Perry did give him a bit of a spark. Now, I thought Veleno handled himself well. Both teams came out, and it was more even after the fight. And then the best chance after the fight came from Leon Draisaitl. He broke in. Great eye-hand coordination, knocking a puck out of the air. But Cam Talbot, who struggled against the Oilers in the playoffs when he was with the LA Kings, was solid in the 5 or 6 shots that he had to face in the first.
We only have about a minute or so. What's up with Darnell Nurse?
It's something, a different look tonight from Chris Knobloch and Paul Coffey is Darnell Nurse led all defensemen in ice time in the first period. He led all players in shifts.
Banner animation
he
is
was
finished
going out.
loading.
Darnell was going out with Kulak, then he was going back out with his partner Stetcher, then he was going out with Kulak. It's been a long time since we've seen Darnell Nurse lead the Oilers D-men in ice time. He played 9 minutes in the first period. That's almost half the period. But yeah, they were double shifting Kulak and Nurse, and Emberson and Stetcher were kind of taking a step back. So they're going with a top 4, but the top 4 is still playing with the 5th and 6th defensemen. It was odd, but you'd see Darnell on the ice, and then 2 shifts later, he's out with a different partner. But yeah, I don't know if this is something they're looking forward to. They like the way Nurse is playing. They want him to get into more ice time. But in the first period, he played 9 minutes, which is more than anyone else on the Edmonton Oilers.
Emerson played 3:50 in that period, and Stetcher played 4 minutes and 52 seconds. Okay, I'll tell you what. Hang tight. We're going to come back with more. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. We have a news update on the way. And At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Road Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. Back with more when we come back. This is the Ford Dealers Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
As a farmer, you can't afford to take any more risks than you already do.
Banner
That's why you
animation
choose
is finished
Invigor
loading.
Hybrid Canola from BASF. It's not just the patented pod shatter reduction and club root resistant hybrids. It's the performance you trust to deliver year after year. This season, we're adding 3 new early maturing hybrids that are designed for your fields. So get ready to test the limits of your bins. See your retailer today and find out why Invigor has the top 3 hybrids in Alberta.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically.
Banner
it's a
animation
change
has
that can
finished
cause a
loading.
disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents?
Banner
Aurora
animation
Flags and
has
Banners
finished
has a
loading.
dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. An 18-year-old woman was killed by a vehicle while crossing the street early this morning on the city's north side with a driver accused of being impaired. Police say the Jeep Grand Cherokee had been heading east on 107th Avenue, approaching 130th Street when it struck the young woman as she crossed at the intersection. She ended up being pronounced dead by EMS. The 34-year-old female driver has been charged with refusal after accident causing death and impaired operation causing death, with her identity yet to be released. Possible witnesses and drivers with helpful dashcam footage are asked to contact Edmonton police. And down south, RCMP continue to investigate a fatal collision north of Sundre. It took place around 6 o'clock last night on Highway 22 near the James River Bridge. Mounties have confirmed to Global News that it involved a motorcycle and a passenger vehicle. There's no word as to how many people were injured, but RCMP say at least one person died as we await further details. News on demand at 880ched.com.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you?
Banner
Are you
animation has
working for
finished
a
loading.
winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
Have you ever thought about what's on the bottom of your sneaker that was jammed up between the grooves, just biding its
Banner
time and
animation
waiting for
has
the perfect
finished
moment
loading.
to dig into your beautiful floor? No? Never thought about that? And you should never have to when you buy flooring made for life at end-of-the-roll flooring centers. Right now, save on flooring that's made for spills, pets, and anything that life throws at you. And it looks amazing. Use our visualizer to see for yourself at endoftheroll.com. Find flooring for life at end-of-the-roll flooring centers. Let's get flooring.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go. Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
No
At
item
the
in
intermission, brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back here in Studio B in Edmonton. It's 1-0 Detroit leading the Oilers after 20 minutes of play. The Red Wings out shooting the Oilers 13-5 in that period. Okay, let's head off and find out what's going on around the league. Time for the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. There are 3 other games besides this one. 2 of those 3 are about to get started here in the next 10 minutes. Anaheim is on the road in New Jersey to take on the Devils. And in Philadelphia, it'll be the Flyers hosting the Montreal Canadiens. And then a little later, 7 o'clock Edmonton time, in Denver, the hometown Avalanche will be hosting the Ottawa Senators. If you're wondering how the Condors did over the weekend, it was tough. Lost a pair of games to the Tucson Roadrunners, so Bakersfield is back in action this coming Friday night. They'll be hosting Coachella Valley, so that's what's up with the Condors, an opportunity to kind of get it all put back together again after a tough weekend. And the Edmonton Oil Kings are on their western road trip. They played in Portland last night and came up with a gigantic 7-1 win in the Rose City. So that's encouraging, coming off a tough loss the night before in Everett. The Oil Kings will be playing the Americans in Tri-Cities, and that is tomorrow night. And Game 3 of the World Series, it's been an interesting World Series thus far. The Los Angeles Dodgers leading the best-of-7 series 2-0. Huge 4-2 victory at home last night, so the series will now shift to the Big Apple and goes tomorrow night in the Bronx. Obviously, the Yankees got to get it going, but it's been an interesting series thus far. And, of course, it started with a rather dramatic grand slam, walk-off grand slam in game number 1, and that seemed to set the ball on the tee for the Los Angeles Dodgers. So the World Series will continue tomorrow night in New York. And that is your out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Well, that's it for this intermission. As we mentioned, 1-0 Detroit leading the Oilers after 20 minutes of play. Players are returning to the ice for the second period, and it's coming up next at the intermission. Is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is the Ford Dealers Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Blue-collar work deserves big-dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is hiring heavy equipment technicians, maintenance supervisors, PM servicemen, maintenance coordinators, and pretty much every other position that makes Alberta go. We help move the earth that makes Alberta grow. So why not work for a company that makes your bank account grow too? Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across oil country, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make oil country a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
MIC is a leader in medical imaging and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, the game doesn't stop for injury. MIC's sports medicine imaging specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
1-0 Red Wings lead the Oilers. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're here at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. Play Oilers 50-50. That is presented by Rogers with life-changing jackpots. Today's jackpot over $84,000 in climbing. Our next lucky winner could be you. Buy your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. It's in support of the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation. Drop the puck. We're underway here in the second period. Petrie for the Red Wings on the left wing. On the backhand's able to dump it in behind the Edmonton net. Nurse up the left wing boards. The puck Colson through the middle. Arvidsson will come in. He'll shoot it. And he just whipped it wide of the Detroit goal. Draisaitl to the corner. It went past Arvidsson. In from the right wing point was Stetcher. Puck goes to the middle. Patrick Kane. Up the right wing for JT Compher. He's the goal scorer in this game. He'll shoot it in. Stetcher right back out with it. He'll go down the ice. Red Wings are making a change. No one wanted to touch it. It would have been too many men. Edvinsson in his own zone. Up the left wing to Larkin. They get to center ice. Bounces it into the Oilers zone. Ekholm up the boards. That goes off of Raymond. Now to Larkin. Larkin out to Raymond. His pass across to DeBrincat, and that's broken up nicely by Bouchard. He'll get it out. On the left wing for Hyman. Wedged on the boards by Edmondson. Seider will take it behind his net for the Red Wings. Now to Edmondson up the right wing. Off of Raymond. Loose in the neutral zone for DeBrincat. Now to Raymond into the Oilers. In for Larkin. His shot. And the glove save made by Pickard. He holds on. Minute 19 gone here in the second period. 1-0 Detroit leads.
Well, Detroit's got a lot of skill. And the one guy that's impressed me has been the first pairing left shot D, Simon Edmondson. We saw him at the World Juniors.
We did. Was that 21?
Yeah.
That was summertime.
Yeah.
He was incredible for Sweden. First round pick of Detroit in 21.
6 overall. I got a pair of 6 overall picks on defense, and they probably wish that Tyler Wright didn't take a guy 6 overall by the name of Philip Zadina back in 2018. I wonder what would have happened if they would have taken one of Bouchard or Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes went 7th. Bouchard went 10th. Dobson went 11th. If they had any one of those guys, they'd have something. They'd be working with something even better on defense. As it is, I got 2 pretty good D-men.
Berggren in behind his net to the corner, but there's Jeff Skinner for Edmonton. On the left side at about the hash marks. Now to Connor Brown, back to Skinner. Skinner in behind the goal to the right. He'll get it in front. Goes through the slot to the left point. Kulak shot blocked. He gets it again. Tried again. Didn't get through. He'll go cross ice to Skinner.
Don't overpass. Just put...
Skinner shoots it towards it. It was going wide, and it's gloved by Talbot. He'll hold on. 2 minutes, 3 seconds gone here in the second. 1-0 Detroit leads.
But think about that. 6 overall picks. And if they end up with Quinn Hughes, who was right here playing for the U.S. National Development Program, and Tyler Wright passed on him. That was the last first-rounder he had with Detroit. I know he joined Edmonton after the 2019 draft. The Oilers took Philip Broberg 8th in that draft here. It was criticized. Not being criticized now. But if you want to criticize the Oilers, you would suggest they should have done a better job bringing him along, making him feel a part of things. And unfortunately, that ship has sailed through an offer sheet to Edmonton and weakened the Oilers in a couple different areas.
Draisaitl on the right wing to Arvidsson. Pulls to the middle, and his shot blocked by Petrie. Kept in by Draisaitl to Arvidsson, looking for Pod Coles, and it goes to the blue line. Nurse off the boards to the right wing corner. Arvidsson to Draisaitl. Draisaitl got knocked down by Comfort, gets back up to Arvidsson, now to Pod Colson. Spins in the right wing corner to Draisaitl. Out to Arvidsson, his shot, and a pad save by Talbot. Draisaitl on the right wing. All the way up to the right wing blue line. Will dump it in behind the net. Goes into the corner. Sherratt's got it for Detroit. Up in the air and out. Now Patrick Kane. Into the Oiler end. It came out off of Comfer. And now the Oilers can clear it down the ice. And Talbot right on net. He's got to cover it up. And we'll get the whistle. 3 minutes, 3 seconds gone here in the second. 1-0 Detroit leads.
Arvidsson's been Edmonton's best forward so far in this game. I don't think there's any question about that. He's created a couple looks each of the 2 periods.
Picking up where he left off. That game against Pittsburgh on Friday had 3 assists. Face off to the right of Talbot. Linesman just wanted to hear more of the song. Took his time.
Can you blame him?
No, not at all.
No item in
I do appreciate. Puck comes free to Nugent Hopkins. Back to the left wing point to Ekholm. Off the corner boards to Hyman. Johansson shoves him up against the boards. Puck goes to Nugent Hopkins. Back to the left wing point. Ekholm across to Bouchard. Back to Matthias Ekholm. A snapshot saved by Talbot. Rebound just knocked wide by Nugent Hopkins. McDavid on the end boards. On the right wing back to the blue line. To Bouchard, to McDavid. To the middle, to Bouchard. Trying to get a pass through. There was lots of bodies, and the puck cleared out by Comp.
Got to shoot the puck more. A little bit better here from Edmonton in the second.
Back home to McDavid off his stick. Up in the air. That goes into the crowd. 3 minutes, 50 seconds gone in the second. 1-0 Detroit leads. But
he's a right shot coming off the right side. The puck's right in his wheelhouse. A real good little give and go there. McDavid and Bouchard. And I'm just surprised Evan didn't just drift one to Lynette.
Oilers getting good pressure here to start off the second period.
Well, they've already matched their first period shot total in the first 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
Emberson to center ice. No rim it in. Goes off of Raymond. The puck up against the left wing boards. Derek Ryan digs it free. Ryan pinned by Larkin. Now gets to Janmark. Janmark behind the net to Perry. Perry waiting back there. He'll get it out to Ryan, and it's shot off of Raymond, and it goes out of play.
Oilers playing more of a half-court game right now, and we talked about how well Edmonton was transitioning the puck through the first two shifts, and then off a face-off, a clean face-off win by Draisaitl. Kulak had a misplay, and that led to a quick turnover, and the puck ended up in the net, and Detroit got going at that point. Dominated the last 15 minutes of the first period. The Oilers have had a better start here in the second.
Face off to the left of Talbot. Adam Henrique up against Veleno. Veleno had a first period fight with Corey Perry. Puck rolls to Talbot. He'll cover that up.
You know, there was a lot of debate with the Detroit guys that worked for Edmonton. Ken Holland and Tyler Wright about Veleno versus Ryan McLeod. McLeod going 40th, 2018 to Edmonton. Right now, traded for Matt Savoy. Savoy will be in Edmonton's top 9 at some point. Maybe not this season.
Brown with a shot off the face-off. The save made by Talbot. Puck behind the net. Jammed towards the goal by Jeff Skinner. Saved by Talbot. The puck comes out.
Talbot's been on it. The Oilers have been good here in the second.
Stetcher to Nurse through center. He'll shoot it in. Talbot added hop over his stick. Gets to the right wing corner. Henrique to Jeff Skinner. Up against the left wing boards. Johansson, Henrique. Play it off the end board. So it's Stetcher from the right. His shot directed wide as Brown is able to redirect that. Puck in the left wing corner of the Detroit zone. Still 1-0 Red Wings here in the second period. Mata on the left side. Up to Fisher. And center ice, he's able to shoot it in. Out from behind his net is Nurse. Up the left wing, long pass to Jeff Skinner. Off his stick and in. It goes in behind the goal. Petrie from behind the net, dealing with Zach Hyman. Now the puck on the right to Raymond, gets it out. Nugent Hopkins to Bouchard. Now to Ekholm. He'll play it in. That's an icing call against the Oilers. Oilers with more jump here in the second period. Only had one shot against. They've had 6 of their own. Face-off will be to the right of Calvin Pickard. Had to be sharp in that first period.
Edmonton's the best face-off team in the NHL, but Detroit's won 57% of the draws in this game so far. Oilers have been at about 56.5%. Draisaitl's been hovering around 65 for most of the year.
Well, they tried to drop it. They did drop it. Still wasn't right. They'll do it again. McDavid against Larkin. McDavid 10 points away from 1,000 in his NHL career. And the puck goes to Bouchard up the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. He'll bounce it on net, and that is gloved by Talbot. Interference penalty coming up.
Connor got clipped. He might be leaking here.
Oilers going to power play.
71 Detroit, 2 minutes, interference.
All right.
User sync has finished
Work
working.
into the box through the interference. The Oilers go on their first power play. It's presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com.
Oilers power play 27th in the league at 14.3%. They went 1 for 2 against Pittsburgh. The Oilers are dead last in penalty killing. Detroit's 31st. They're second last at 64.3%.
Face off to the right of Talbot as Draisaitl will take the draw against Compton.
Oh, drop the puck strikes. He's saying
they're not playing Kiss again. If they're playing Kiss, I totally get it. So
now Connor's having a conversation.
McDavid taking the draw against Comfort.
I mean, that's unreal.
Goes right to Edmondson. And he'll float it through the middle on net. Pickard can steer it to the corner. Bouchard comes up from behind the goal, now up the right wing to Draisaitl. Drop it back to McDavid as he gathers speed into the Red Wing zone, left wing to Nugent-Hopkins. To the blue line to Bouchard to Nugent-Hopkins. To Bouchard. Brings it to the middle of the ice to Nugent-Hopkins. Cross ice. Draisaitl to Bouchard. One-timer. Loose puck at the side of the net after that. Hit a body, and Edmonton will try to clear, and he will get it out.
That hurt. That totally bit Seider, and he is trying to gut one off as he goes off the ice there. He's laboring.
1-0 Red Wings here in the second as Bouchard drops it at center for McDavid. 6.5 into this second period. To Draisaitl on the left wing. The pass too far for Nugent-Hopkins. Petrie goes behind the net and lost control. Now gets it free to Raymond. And the Red Wings bring it out 2-on-2. Over on the right wing for Casper. He'll throw it in the left wing corner, where Raymond will get it to Casper and then just off his stick. Otherwise, it would have been a shorthanded opportunity.
Referee picked Connor McDavid.
Edmondson to Bouchard, or to Arvidsson, and Arvidsson will get to center ice and rim it in.
Remember, this is the unit that scored against Pittsburgh.
That goes to the right wing point. Ekholm to the left side to Nurse. Left wing corner to Perry. Back to the blue line to Ekholm. Now on the right, Skinner. Give it to Ekholm to Skinner. The one-time shot and is saved by Talbot coming across. Jeff Skinner wired it on goal. There's 23 seconds left to go on the power play for the Oilers.
Going to shoot the puck.
Still 1-0. 7:20 gone here in the second. Face off to the left of Talbot. Shots now 15-14 for Detroit. After Detroit had outshot the Oilers 13-5 in the first. Arvidsson taking the draw.
Seider's fine. He's right back out there.
Skinner, right wing for Arvidsson to the left wing point. Nurse thought about shooting it, didn't. Got it across, gave it to Ekholm. Now on the right, Arvidsson to Ekholm to the left point. Nurse will shoot it just off the stick of Seider. Jammed off the outside of the goal by Arvidsson. Puck goes to the right wing. Ekholm in from the point, kept it in. To Perry now on the left. To Arvidsson, penalty over. To Perry in the left corner. He might go to the net. He'll go across on the right side. It hopped over the stick of Skinner, and Larkin will bring it out for Detroit. They went in, but Veleno in early. That's an offside call against the Red Wings. 1-0. Detroit leading Edmonton. 7:55 gone in the second period. We'll be right back from Little Caesars Arena here in Detroit. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in Oil Country. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
Proudly headquartered in Oil Country, Capital Power is delivering reliable and affordable power today while building clean power systems for tomorrow, creating the balanced energy solutions communities across Alberta and North America can depend on. Visit capitalpower.com to learn how they are powering change by changing power. Be part of their energy and join Capital Power as we all cheer on our Edmonton Oilers on their quest to win it all.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know what I'm a fan of? Alberta. The wide open spaces, the highways and byways, and a rugged, beautiful terrain that I'm proud to call home. Maybe that's why I'm also a fan of my Ford F-150. It's tough, capable, and smart, which makes it a natural fit for roads like these. So if it's a new truck you're looking for, look no further than the truck Albertans love to drive, F-150. Head into your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PV sent you.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in Oil Country. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
1-0 Detroit, 7:55 gone in the second. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're here at the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan. JT Compher scoring in the first period, 3:28 into the opening period. Oilers with pressure here in the second. Haven't been able to solve Cam Talbot yet. Face off outside the Edmonton blue line. Janmark will take the draw against Casper. Casper, first round pick of Detroit in 22. Up the right wing. That comes across now to Janmark and shoot it in off the quarter boards. Nada up the left side to the line, doesn't get out, kept in. Brown, he'll shoot it towards the net. Didn't get a lot on it. Stick save made by Talbot. Kulak kept it in. Kulak left wing corner. Now to Brown. Brown's pass on the left side just misses Henrique and out through the middle of the ice. It's Casper and off the right wing boards. That is an icing
call by the linesman.
He was close, but wasn't quite to center.
Okay, they're loading up McDavid, Hyman, and Draisaitl here, 5-on-5. Shots are now even in this game. The Oilers were outshot 13-5 in the first, so shots are 10-2 here in the second. Edmonton has had the luxury of having a power play.
Draisaitl against Casper. And the puck poked to the left wing point. Ekholm over to Bouchard. Right side to McDavid. Now to Draisaitl. Near the right wing point. Spins away from Casper. Goes to the corner. He'll put it in front of the net. Scores! Leon Draisaitl's pass banks off of Talbot and in. And the Oilers have tied the game at 1.
Well, sometimes you need a lucky one.
Happy birthday, Leon Draisaitl.
And Leon's got his 5th of the year, and that's a short side bank shot. Fortuitous ricochet for Edmonton. It'll net off of a cycle. McDavid's going to get the primary assist. Leon actually overskated the puck and did a reverse pivot and walked Kaspar along the boards and then centered one in front. No, Talbot just shaking his head on that one.
Draisaitl gets his 5th of the season. He's got points in 6 straight games now.
McDavid and Bouchard should draw the assist there, Cam.
You say put it to the net. You never know. We're tied at 1. 8:46 time of the goal. On the right wing, Arvidsson will hack it into the red wing end. Petrie rimming it to Kane. To the blue line, doesn't get out. Draisaitl on the left side to Podkolzin to Draisaitl all the way across to Arvidsson. Couldn't get a shot past Sherratt, who is in front of him. Compher up the left side, won't get it out. Kept in by Podkolzin. His pass to the blue line does come out of the zone.
These are things was finished with.
There's battling with Kopp. From Podkolzin to assist. It does squeeze loose. Goes to Patrick Kane. Into the Oiler end on the right, back to the blue line. Petrie shot, scores. Looked like that hit Kopp in front of the net. I think they're going to look at this one.
I think it's a good goal.
Yeah, I think it is too. It'll be 2-1.
But Colson didn't get the puck deep. He had a chance to get the puck deep in the center ice area, and he played volleyball with it, never got it out of the zone. Oh, it's a good goal all the way.
Yeah, Kopp with the redirection. It was a skilled redirection. That puck was about to hit Pickard in the logo. And after Kopp redirected it, it went 5-hole. So 2-1 Red Wings lead. At the Edmonton blue line. Johansson at the point couldn't hold it in. Janmark will get it out on the right wing. Now to Perry, right wing to Janmark. Back to Perry. His shot, that one hammered Derek Ryan in front of the net. Emberson to the right wing corner. To Janmark, back to Emberson. Emberson towards the net to Perry and hopped over his stick. What a chance for Corey Perry. Fisher will get to center ice and shoot it in. Rims on the left, Milano.
What a play by Emberson. That puck's got to be in the net from Corey Perry.
Kulak will clear. Got it out. Edvinson lost it. Janmark will shovel it in. Talbot to play it.
Safe frame container is finished loading.
Edmonton up the left wing, doesn't get it out. Comes back to him. 2-1 Detroit. Just over halfway through the second period. Henrique pins Edmonton on the end boards. Puck squeezes loose on the left side, and it's Adam Henrique back to the left wing point for Ekholm. Off the boards and behind the net. Jeff Skinner out of the right side. His shot goes wide of the goal. Edmonton off the right wing boards to Veleno. Will get it out. Brought in by DeBrincat, but Berggren was in early. That's offside against Detroit. 2-1. Red Wings lead the Oilers. We got 9:02 to go in the second period. We're going to take a break from Little Caesars Arena here in Detroit. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Turn off hesitation. Turn off doubt. Turn off fears. The YMCA helps you turn off whatever's holding you back so you can let your potential shine. Through our wide range of programs and services, you can turn on confidence, turn on connections, turn on possibilities. Visit our website to see what you can achieve at the YMCA.
This will be the day.
I'm Gene Principe for Legacy Heating and Cooling. If you need a furnace this Halloween, it'd be a grave mistake not to
Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
Need repair? Revampire your furnace. Just
call Legacy. Call Legacy.
Legacy has a skeleton of furnaces in stock.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
Plus no interest and no principal payments for 1 year when you buy with Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rise it to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the street. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers.
737373, Pizza 73.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, 2-1. Red Wings lead the Oilers. 9:02 to go in the second period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Right now it's that go-ahead goal by the Red Wings is being credited to Jeff Petrie, but we expect that will change to Andrew Kopp, who redirected that shot from the point. Draisaitl with the Edmonton Oiler goals. Puck dumped into the Detroit zone. Sider rims. Gets to the middle. Larkin will get it out for Raymond. Raymond will flip it to the left wing corner. Ekholm up the boards, but Raymond keeping it in. We'll go to Bouchard. Will get it out through the middle for McDavid. On the right side to Hyman in over the line. Cross ice. It goes towards Talbot. He swats it over to the left wing. In for the left wing point was Ekholm. He's able to keep it in. Puck goes in behind the net. Sider high in the air and out. Ekholm, left wing to McDavid. Now to Nugent Hopkins to Matthias Ekholm. Comes in to Detroit territory on the left wing. Wraps it on the boards on the right. Edmonton trying to make changes. They do. Raymond will bring it out. 2-1. Detroit leads. 8:05 to go here in the second period. Kulak up the left wing boards for Ekholm. He'll bring it in. Now to Podkolzin. Left wing corner. Arvidsson had to go off the back of the net. Arvidsson gets his second chance. Around to the right. Emberson to the blue line to Draisaitl. Cross ice. Arvidsson has it left side at the hash marks to the blue line. Kulak shot. And that one whistles just wide of the net. Hits the glass. That goes out of play. 7:40 to go in the second.
Good shot from Kulak. Well, the Oilers have had a better second period.
Yes.
Didn't have much juice going on their power play. Detroit's done a good job in face-offs, so they've had some possession time off the draws. Arvidsson's probably 5-on-5, but Edmonton's most dangerous player.
Face off in the Detroit zone to the right. There's Talbot, puck top of the circle, and Kane skates onto it for Detroit and gets it out. And loses it to Arvidsson. Give it to Draisaitl. Snaps
Q19 aerial traffic underscore 300 X 600 underscore and has finished loading.
Shot, and there's a glove save made by Talbot. Will hold on to that.
Emerson's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable out there. It's pretty clear. Being more decisive with his actions when he's got the puck.
Making some plays. He set up some opportunity in the offensive zone.
Corey Perry, I'm still not quite sure how he didn't.
Banner animation has finished loading.
He has already stepped up and taken a fight in this game with Veleno after Veleno slobber-knockered the Oilers, Derek Ryan with a hit. He's been the meat a couple times. There's been some predators out there that have got him.
Up to the right wing point, Stetcher, his shot, and that one is deflected wide of the net, and it goes to the left corner.
Banner animation has finished loading.
Perry. Now it comes loose on the left. Berggren will get it out. Nurse chases after it with Tarasenko on him. Around to Stetcher up the right wing and off of Perry and out. Johansson in his own zone. To Berggren. Now to Tarasenko. Puck brought in by Berggren. Now it is Kopp's goal. They're just announcing it in-house as we expected. Mata on the left side. Up to the side of the net. And a save made by Pickard. It comes out. Sherrod will let it go off the arm of Pickard. Puck on the right wing. 2-1 Detroit leads. Petrie across the line. It does come out. Red Wings have to vacate the zone as Sherrod will shoot it in. Berggren on the right. Right into the slot area. Knocked out by Perry.
No item in
dump it back in.
Perry and Janmark got to get off the ice here. They've had a long shift.
Rimmed up the left wing. Janmark gets pasted by Seider, but he's able to get it in. Larkin up the right wing for Raymond. Spins to the middle. Left wing for Edmonton. Goes into the Oilers zone, and Bouchard behind his net over to Ekholm. 2-1 Detroit here in the second. Let's fire it all the way down the ice. Talbot had to play it. Got it over to the right wing boards. Bouchard along the right side. He gets checked.
Banner animation has finished loading.
And down the left wing to Brinkett. He'll go to the net. His shot off the post. The rebound, and Seider shot it wide. To Brinkett. Hammered the post as Nugent Hopkins down the right wing to Hyman. His shot off the arm of Talbot. Puck on the left wing in the Detroit end. It's McDavid to Hyman. He'll put it on net. Save made by Talbot. He'll cover it up as Hyman right at the side of the net with the chance. We're going to take a break with 5:25 to go in the second period. 2-1. Red Wings lead the Oilers. From Little Caesars Arena here in Detroit, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through EdmontonsBestHotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. EdmontonsBestHotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Tired of skyrocketing energy bills? Switch to clean, affordable power with Horizon Solar. Whether you want to cut costs, go green, or increase your home's value, Horizon Solar has you covered with tailored solar energy solutions. With current government incentives, there's never been a better time to make the switch. Own your power, control your bills, live sustainably. For your free assessment, call Horizon Solar today or visit horizonsolar.com to get started. Horizon Solar, where going green makes sense.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through Edmonton'sBestHotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. Edmonton'sBestHotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Leon Draisaitl scoring in this second period, his 5th of the year from Connor McDavid and Evan Bouchard. That was at 8:46. 42 seconds later at 9:28, Andrew Kopp, fourth of the year from Petrie and Kane. The first period goal by Comfer. And that has got us to a 2-1 Detroit lead with 5:25 to go in the second period. Face-off coming up in the Detroit zone to the right of Cam Talbot. As Draisaitl, McDavid, and Perry on the ice with Bouchard and Ekholm. The puck goes to the left wing, and it's Draisaitl to the left wing corner. Up the boards, top of the circle. Brings it back to the corner. Rims it on the right. Nobody there for the Oilers. Kopp will bring it out. Kopp will dump the puck in as he gained the center ice line. Bouchard gets away from Patrick Kane. Up the right wing to Corey Perry, but he gave it away. It went to Kane. Kane to the right.
G9 scenario traffic underscore 300x600 underscore and his finish
Perry will
loaded.
get it out up the right wing. Puck goes near the Oiler bench. Thought it hit somebody. It did not. And Sider in his own zone for Edmonton up the left side to Kopp. He'll dump it in. What a great chance there for Patrick Kane, but Calvin Pickard standing tall for the Oilers as it is dumped out of the zone. Petrie on the right side, Valeno, and on the right wing comes into the Oiler end. Couldn't get a pass in front of the net. Petrie from the right. Shot towards the goal, stick saved by Pickard. Jeff Skinner spinning around near the blue line. Did get it out. Rasmussen will bounce it right back to you. And it's up against the right wing boards. Connor Brown. Cross to Kulak. Now it's center ice.
G9 scenario traffic underscore 300x600 underscore and his finish loaded.
And Sherratt couldn't get a pass through. That goes off of Skinner. Sherratt up the right side. Puck played into the Oilers zone, and Ty Emberson will come out through the middle. Emberson's pass. That is thwarted at the line of the Red Wings. And now DeBrincat cross ice for Larkin, but that one skips into the right wing corner, and the puck cleared out.
Good work there on the backtrack by Jeff Skinner.
G9 scenario traffic underscore 300x600 underscore and his finish loaded.
Edmonton up the left wing to DeBrincat. Mrs. Raymond, Arvidsson for the Oilers. Right wing to Podkolzin. Into Red Wings territory. Stops up on the right side. Wanted to cycle the puck, but it was DeBrincat able to get it out through the middle to Larkin. Down the left side to DeBrincat and hop over his stick. He'll try to pass it off a stick.
G9 scenario traffic underscore 300x600 underscore and his finish
loaded.
loaded.
Period. 2-1 the Red Wings lead. Sherratt, right wing for Raymond. Lost it. Puck goes just inside the Detroit zone. Sherratt off the left wing boards. Up to Comfer. He'll bat it with his glove. Into the Oiler end. Draisaitl up the left wing to Arvidsson to Draisaitl. Into the Detroit zone left side. From the angle, put it off the shoulder of Talbot. It goes to Nurse on the point. His shot, and it's save made by Talbot. He squeezes it up against his body, and we get the whistle with 2:31 to go in the second. 2-1 Red Wings lead.
It's hard to believe with Zach Hyman right now. We're 9 games into a season. He's not scored yet. He's actually has more chances in tight within about 15, 18 feet.
G9 guard yourself underscore 300x600 underscore and his finish
about
loaded.
22% from 15 feet in, and this year he's shooting at 0%.
Off the draw, Nugent Hopkins with a shot. Misses on the short side. Ekholm keeps it in. Behind the net, it goes to Hyman. Hyman, couple moves. Off the left side to the blue line to Ekholm. Now over to Bouchard on the right. His wrist shot doesn't get through. And Sider can't clear it out.
G9 scenario traffic underscore 300x600 underscore and his finish loaded.
Knocked off his stick, and it's Edmonton to bring it out on the left wing. Edmonton spun around and over to Comfer into the high slot to Kopp. To Edmonton on the left. In behind the net. Puck on the right, Kopp.
This line's throwing it around in this game.
Edmonton will shoot it. Save my Pickard. The rebound side of the net. Comfer. But tied up and a loose puck to McDavid.
G9 scenario traffic underscore 300x600 underscore and his finish loaded.
We'll poke it in. Minute and a half to go here in the second period. Red Wings up by 1. Sider starts through the middle. center ice. Dump it in. Pickett's got to rim it. And goes off of Berggren, and it will go in behind the Edmonton goal. With some skates.
G9 scenario traffic _300 X 600 _ and his finish loading.
And he shot it off of Kulak and went wide. Perry to Emberson. We're into the last minute here in the second. Emberson clears it. It's center ice. Berggren for Detroit. Off the left wing, boards it in. Emberson on the right to Perry. Off his stick into the Detroit zone. Johansson can't get it by Perry. Perry up against Yen Boards. Mark is in there as well. It's trying to get this thing loose. It's into the skates of Johansson. Perry does get control. Perry up against the boards. It becomes free on the left. Berggren with Draisaitl right there in front of him. Still got it tied up. 16 seconds to go in the period. Came free to Larkin.
It's a 4-on-2 here.
Skate up the right wing. They'll just dump it in near the end of the shift. And to Brinkett, pass hits the side of the Oiler goal. Back home around the right wing boards. That won't get it out. It will get to the slot. There was Draisaitl. Period comes to a close. 2-1 Red Wings lead after 40 minutes of play. Better period, though, for the Oilers.
Yeah, the Oilers had a good period, but the problem is we're even in goals.
Yeah.
In that period, and Edmonton's still chasing this game
G9
down by
guard
one. Now,
yourself
Cam, in both games last year,
600.
Edmonton was able to rally from behind. It was a brilliant individual effort last year by McDavid to tie it. The Nurse won it in overtime. I mean, Edmonton outshot Detroit 17-7.
Side pane is now showing co-pilot.
The fact that their power play had no juice whatsoever. So, see what you got here in the third period, but it needs to be better.
That's where we are. We're through two. It was JT Compher scoring in the first period for Detroit. Leon Draisaitl ties it for Edmonton, but then Andrew Kopp shortly thereafter restores the lead for the Red Wings. 2-1, Detroit leading. We are through 40 minutes of play. Rob Brown.
Edmonton, a free internet radio tune-in document. Edmonton's breaking news and conversation station. Edmonton's breaking news and conversation station. 880 Chet. 0% horizontally.
Alberta's #1 sports book and the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheer for the Oilers while scoring bigger offers, boosted odds, live betting, player props, and more. New to Alberta? New players now receive $200 in free bets just for signing up. Already a player? Get a $10 free bet for every $100 you bet. Download the new Sportsbook app and make your picks today. Bonus terms and conditions apply.
CHED Edmonton. On and off the ice, your official home of Oilers hockey. 880 Chad, Edmonton's news, today's talk.
A Chorus Entertainment radio station.
Stay connected with your community and enjoy the latest updates and exclusive access to concerts and events by becoming an 880 Ched Insider. Don't miss out on a single moment. Sign up now at 880ched.com and click on Ched Insider Newsletter to become a vital part of Edmonton's premier news and talk community. 880 Ched, Edmonton's news, today's talk.
Audacity window recording.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. 2-1 Red Wings lead. We're getting ready for that third period of play. The Oilers, when trailing after 40, are 1-3-0 this year. When leading after 40 for Detroit, they are 3-0-0. Leon Draisaitl, the goal scorer for Edmonton, has a goal on his birthday. Oilers with a far better second period than first, but still trail by one. They were down 1-0 after the opening 20 here at Little Caesars Arena. Shots in that second period, they have now tallied them at 17-7.
That's correct. You're good at math. Not bad for a kid from the north side of Edmonton.
The internet version's a little different, so that's why it was a bit hesitant.
That'll happen.
No. All right, we're getting ready here for the third. It's Henrique Brown and Jeff Skinner out there with Stetcher and Nurse to start it off. Johansson will dump it in and going back for it is Stetcher. Around the right side to Brown, off his stick and out. Johansson lifts it back in. Nurse will chase after it, go in behind the Oiler goal. He'll stop, Up the left wing to Jeff Skinner. Into the Detroit zone. Now to Henrique. Henrique off the end boards or go to the right. Stetcher will shoot it. That one hit Brown. And bringing it out, Berggren down the right wing. A 3-on-2 rush across to Tarasenko, and then he tried to get a return pass to Berggren. That doesn't connect. The puck on the right wing. Seider in from the right wing point. Around the boards to the left. Edmondson to Seider. Left corner. Pinned by Emberson of the Oilers. Loose puck to Henrique. He can clear it out. Batted by Connor Brown. It goes into the Detroit end. Edmondson will stop behind his goal. And up the left wing, give it to Dylan Larkin. Cuts to center ice. Now Larkin into the Oiler end left side. Shoots it. And the save made by Pickard. He'll hold on. We're a minute 4 seconds gone here in the third. 2-1 Detroit leads.
Oilers still with a lack of offense, Cam.
That has been an ongoing issue.
It's stunning. You know, one goal between Nugent Hopkins and Zach Hyman, 9 games into the season. Yep. Zach without a goal, 54 last year. It's crazy. Got the puck stripes. I know they really like it.
All right. It's to the right of Pickard. I'll try to get an explanation from the linesman on that. Draisaitl against Andrew Kopp. Kopp wins it to Sherratt. Off the corner boards, it bounces to the left. Kane shoots it wide. In from the right. Petrie to keep it in. Bouchard and behind the goal. Up the right wing boards. Arvidsson. Over to Podkolzin on the left. He'll shoot it in. Rims on the right for Draisaitl to the left wing point. Ekholm off the left wing boards. Arvidsson spins off the left side across to Draisaitl. The one-timer and the save by Talbot. Puck in the right wing corner. Draisaitl to the blue line to Bouchard. Back to Draisaitl. Comes down the right side. Dumped down by Kopp. Puck goes to Podkolzin to the blue line. Bouchard on the left for Arvidsson. To Evan Bouchard. He's on the right boards at the top of the circle. Went off his stick. Now it comes right to Podkolzin. Couldn't get a shot. A second chance. That's blocked. Podkolzin. Cross pass goes through the slot. Down the left wing is McDavid. Over to Arvidsson on the right. To the right wing point for Bouchard. Now to McDavid. Top of the circle. Stops. Makes a couple of moves. Gives it to Bouchard on the left wing. To the blue line. Arvidsson fakes the shot. To the right point. To Bouchard. Rims it. McDavid to the right wing corner. Out to Bouchard. And his shot off the glove of Talbot. And it goes out of play.
I mean, you get possession like that. You're down by a goal here. Got to put it on the net.
We're starting off the third period with some good pressure. 2 minutes, 27 seconds into this third. Face off to the left of Talbot, McDavid, Hyman, and Nugent Hopkins out there with Kulak and Nurse. Edmondson left corner and out of Seider. Got some room on the right. Sweeps it across to Edmondson. Up the left wing to DeBrincat off his stick it in. Puck along the boards. Kulak will give it to Nurse. Just coming up the left wing for Nugent Hopkins.
Raymond's hurt.
Dump it into the left wing corner. Raymond slowly goes to that Detroit bench. Now he's going to go right down the tunnel.
I'm going to guess that he has a right shoulder injury.
Left his stick and glove on the ice as Kulak comes out from behind the goal. On the left wing, we'll shoot it in. 2-1 Red Wings. We're here in the third. Just over 3 minutes gone. Johansson up the right wing, able to get it out. Janmark has it at center ice for the Oilers. On the right side, that goes offside against Edmonton.
Well, Raymond signing an 8-year extension just north of $8 million per, coming off of a 31-goal season. And he stepped on it. Oh, you know what? Well,
what did he do?
Couldn't feel his right arm. The only possible way He might have, you hit the funny bone sometimes.
Really hard.
That's the best case scenario for Detroit. Otherwise, it looked like a shoulder injury.
Wow. At center ice, Fisher will one-hand it into the Oiler end. Emberson's going to go back forward. Fisher on him. Puck goes to the left side. Rasmussen cycling the puck to Fisher. Now to Veleno, and Veleno to the right wing. To the right wing point. Johansson to Veleno. Plays it off the corner boards. Goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Kulak on the left wing to Derek Ryan. Up the left side to Janmark. Couldn't get the puck in.
Too much a lot tonight.
Up the right side to Perry. He will bring it in. Perry went to shoot it. Hit some shin pads. It comes out. Berggren down the left wing into the Oiler end. Got dumped down by Nurse. Penalty coming up. It'll be a tripping call against Darnell Nurse, and it's the first power play of the day for Detroit.
Well, how many times is Edmonton going to misplay pucks and fuel a transition the other way from Detroit? They can skate, and Detroit gets their first power play of the game, and this is not a particular area of strength.
Edmonton, number 25. 2-minute minor penalty, tripping.
As it will be a Detroit power play that is currently connecting 17th in the league at 19.2%. The Oilers are last on the PK.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Oilers did go 2 for 2 on the PK against Pittsburgh on Friday. Face off to the right of Pickard. 2-1. Red Wings lead. 4 minutes, 9 seconds gone here in the third period. Larkin wins the draw. Sider on the blue line, left side to Brinkett. He'll get it across to Kane. Down to the left wing corner it goes. And Stetcher will find Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins playing his 890th game as an Edmonton Oiler. Will flip it down the ice.
The way this game has gone for the Oilers, they can't afford to give one up, because I'm not convinced they can score 3 goals in regulation.
Kane, left wing to Kopp into the Oilers zone. Rims on the right. Larkin plays it off the right wing corner boards. Ekholm is able to get it free. Finds room through the middle, and down the ice it goes.
The thing about Ekholm, he never stops battling.
Moritz Sider in behind his net. Drops it back to Larkin. Larkin weaving his way up to center ice. Now to Kane on the right wing. Got the puck to Brinkett. Cross ice. Kane was tied up. And the puck cleared out.
Kane's saying he got stick slashed out of his hand. And it looked like that to me. Thought maybe Edmonton got away with one there, Cam.
Probably did. Sider through the middle. Left wing to Larkin. Throws it back at center. For Kopp. Now on the left wing, Tarasenko. Snap the puck around on the right. It goes off of Podkolzin to Kulak. Kulak got it up to the blue line. That's camped in. Tarasenko has it left side. Gave it to Casper. Right wing to Petrie. The shot from the right side. And the save made by Pickard. He holds on to that as from the right wing, Berggren let it go. 33 seconds left to go in the penalty to Nurse. Oilers down by 1 here in the third period. Henrique to take the draw against JT Compher. Compher had the first goal in this game. Puck to the left wing corner, and Ekholm blasts it off of Petrie and down the ice. Tarasenko being pressured by Nugent Hopkins. Puck goes over to Petrie. Petrie in behind his goal. Now out through the middle of the ice. Forced over to the right by Nugent Hopkins. Goes to Compher. Compher into the Oiler end. Broken up by Henrique. And he'll flip it all the way down. Penalty just about done. Red Wings 0 for 1 with a man advantage as Nurse steps out onto the ice. Stumped into the Oilers zone. Pickard on the right wing to Bouchard. On the right side, McDavid ties up with Edmonton. It's just inside the Edmonton blue line. Goes back to Ekholm. He'll stop him behind the Oiler net. On the right side to Bouchard. Long pass off the skate of Draisaitl. Now he'll bring it in on the left. A little button hook towards the boards. Around and behind the net to McDavid. Right wing to Bouchard. To the right wing point for Draisaitl. Off the right wing to Bouchard. To McDavid as he goes into the corner, now in behind the net, over to the left, back to the blue line, Ekholm waiting, shooting, and he put it over the net. Puck on the right wing. Draisaitl to the left wing point for Ekholm. Pulls it off the left boards, gives it to Draisaitl. Now to the right point for Bouchard. To McDavid on the right wing, across the top of the circles, the shot, that's kicked out by Talbot. Puck in the left wing corner, McDavid up the left wing boards. Oilers down by 1 here in the third. Across to Draisaitl on the right side. To the left wing point. Ekholm, his shot, and it doesn't get through. Goes over to the right wing point. Draisaitl with it. To Ekholm, to Draisaitl, left side to Bouchard. Bouchard to Leon Draisaitl. A snapshot. Tipped just wide of the net. It's rimmed. It's kept in by Ekholm. Now on the right wing to McDavid. Over to the left. Top of the circle in the Red Wing zone. Now to Skinner, the shot, and a good save made by Talbot. And he'll cover it up. Jeff Skinner with a chance off the right wing. Talbot keeps it out. 2-1. Red Wings lead the Oilers. 7:47 gone in the third. We'll be right back from Little Caesars Arena here in Detroit. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't deke past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility. By Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. Hockey is back, and so is Play Alberta, Alberta's #1 sportsbook and the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheer for the Oilers while scoring bigger offers, boosted odds, live betting, player props, and more. New to Alberta? New players now receive $200 in free bets just for signing up. Already a player? Get a $10 free bet for every $100 you bet. Download the new Sportsbook app and make your picks today. Bonus terms and conditions apply.
All games, all seasons.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 2-1 Red Wings lead. We played 7:47 of the third period. Face off in the Detroit zone to the left to Talbot. Oilers with some great pressure after killing off that penalty to Darnell Nurse. Ryan, Perry, and Janmark out there with Kulak and Nurse. Casper taking the draw for Detroit. Ryan out of the face-off circle. It'll be Matthias Janmark. Up goes to Johansson of the Red Wings. Up to the blue line. Off the leg of Kulak. Now cleared out by Tarasenko. Nurse will shoot it in. Out of his net. Talbot around to Tarasenko left side. Pinching down Kulak. It stays hit to Janmark left wing corner. Out of the right wing point. Kulak off the right boards. Down the right side towards the net. And a pad saved by Talbot. Nurse on the left wing. Gave the puck to Janmark. Now to Ryan. Behind the goal to Kulak. Comes over to the right side. To the right wing point for Perry. Perry winds up. His shot is blocked, but he gets it right back. He'll let it go this time. It goes just wide off of Johansson. It's in behind the Red Wings goal. Perry slides it in front of the net and trying to shove Talbot into the goal as he covered it up. That draws the crowd.
Oh, that's Corey Perry right there.
That's classic Corey Perry.
Yeah, went a little old school.
2-1 Detroit here in the third. Oilers have had good pressure since killing that penalty. giving him some momentum.
Loading up McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman for another 5v5 shift. Chris Knobloch goes for the whip.
It's to the left of Talbot. Shots 26-22 now in favor of Edmonton. It goes to the corner. Hyman up against the boards. Pinned by Sider. Draisaitl had to go off. Escape comes across. Rasmussen off the boards and out. Bouchard stops him behind the Edmonton goal. Now out through the middle. That's picked off by Sider. He'll bring it right back in. Sider to the right side. His shot goes just wide. Left side, Larkin with his shot. And that save made by Pickard will hold on to it. 10:56 to go here in the third. 2-1 Detroit leading.
Well, definitely changing the lines now. Yeah. You're going to see Nugent Hopkins between Skinner and Arvidsson. I don't mind this. Chasing a little bit.
Yep.
Nugent Hopkins is at 65% of faceoffs coming in this game. It's been by far his best season. Let's stop the puck here. Don't keep him out. And he wins another.
And Nugent Hopkins wins it, and it's Nurse behind the Edmonton goal. The left wing to Jeff Skinner. Now to Nugent Hopkins, right side to Stetcher. Stetcher will dump it in. Goes to the left wing corner. Pop won't get it out, kept in by Nurse. His shot goes off of Skinner to the right wing corner. Skinner on the right wing boards, but it comes free. Petrie for the Red Wings. The Cop, he's able to get it out. Nugent Hopkins loops back at his own blue line for Stetcher. Now through the middle, Arvidsson. Little spinorama at center ice.
See, I think you got to get the puck deep there, Ken.
Arvidsson now wheels through the middle. Comes into the Detroit zone. Right side. Nugent Hopkins, a shot and a save made by Talbot. As Arvidsson was skating in front, trying to provide a bit of a screen. You face off in the Detroit zone.
Ekholm's played over 20 minutes. The Oilers have 3 defensemen north of 20 minutes per game on average. Ekholm, Bouchard, Darnell Nurse, Sider, and Edmondson playing over 20 minutes a game. It's going to be a great pairing for a long time for the Red Wings.
That's their number one pairing right now. A couple of young guys.
Yeah.
It's impressive. Face off to the left of Talbot. Edmondson off the boards. But he hits Hyman. So it does stay in. Hyman lines that thing along the right corner. Now behind the net. Sider comes in. McDavid gets the loose puck to Bouchard, right wing point. Around the boards, off the stick of McDavid. They go to the left wing. Raymond got it off the boards. It doesn't get out. Goes over to Draisaitl. Has it right wing corner. Draisaitl with Sider on him. Off the right wing to Bouchard. His shot. Lots of traffic, and it doesn't get through. Puck cleared out. The Brinket will go after it. It should be icing, and it will be.
And Edmondson's going to get a change here. He's hurt. Puck hit him. Yeah. And speaking of hurt, Raymond's back in there. So I think my diagnosis...
I think you're right.
Got it off the funny bone.
His hand wasn't moving quite right after that and worked itself out. Face off to the right of Talbot. The Oilers are trying desperately here to tie this game up. The start of the road trip as they take on the Red Wings. They go to Sherratt. Off the left wing side to Brinket. Was able to clear it. Ekholm up to Bouchard. Now to Draisaitl. Comes into the Red Wing end on the right wing. Turns to the right wing boards to the blue line. Bouchard scores! Evan Bouchard with a hammer shot from the right wing point. There was traffic in front of the net. This game is tied at 2.
Now, the only concern is Hyman, a lot of called back goals last year. Was he outside the crease on the screen? Or did he enter the... They're taking a look at it for a while here.
Totally good.
That's a good goal. You got to ask, though, Cam. Sorry to be that guy, buddy.
Today's day and age.
Yeah.
Evan Bouchard. Beautiful goal by Bouchard to get his third of the year. He's got A goal and an assist in this one. 11:47 time of the goal. Icing against the Red Wings. We are tied at 2. There's no way Cam Talbot was able to see that. Went back to Bouchard on the right wing point. He drilled it, but multiple players skating in the way. Draisaitl and Ekholm with the assist. .10:47 time of that goal. That gets into the slot. Airs Henrique's shot and is saved by Talbot. Wow. Played off the glass and out. Emberson.
Gotta keep skating. Can't. Oh,
wow. Reverse it in his own end to Kulak up the right wing. And to Brown. Brown over to Emberson. He'll shoot it in. Goes to the side of the net, and it is covered up by Talbot, and we're going to get the whistle. We're going to take a break. 8:37 to go in the third. Oilers and Red Wings tied up at 2. We'll be right back from Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Oilers Radio Network.
Evan Bouchard has the tying goal here in the third. Third of the year from Draisaitl and Ekholm at 10:47. Knotted up at 2. 8:37 to go in this third period now.
Zach Hyman hasn't scored a goal, but that's a nice screen on the play. No chance for Cam Talbot.
Face off in the Red Wing end to the right of Talbot. Nugent Hopkins, Arvidsson, and Skinner out there with Stetcher and Nurse. Comfort taking the draw for Detroit. The puck goes right to Talbot. To Surratt around the left wing, side and out. Nurse on the left wing. To Arvidsson, just got it to the blue line. That's it. Petrie back out with it. Comes back to Petrie. I'll give it to Surratt up the left wing. Off of Kopp. Pickard's going to have to do something here. Rims it on the left wing. Arvidsson. Off the corner.
Make easy play.
The right side to Stetcher.
Put it in a tough spot there.
That goes into the Detroit end, and it's Surratt off the boards and out. Nurse inside his own blue line for Edmonton. We're tied at 2. We're here in the third. Right wing to Arvidsson. Fans on his dump in. And the puck goes to Raymond. On the right wing, Veleno was going off for a change. So the puck picked up by Emberson of the Oilers. Now to Podkolzin up the left wing. Went off into Brinkett and into the crowd.
I thought that might have been a piece of Perry, too. Fourth line on the ice here. The Oilers, this is the first of a back-to-back. Columbus is another young team that can really skate. And Edmonton's played poorly in Columbus over the... No, they went there last year? I'm trying to remember.
No, it wasn't last year. There was a whole pile of goals.
That was 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago?
They lost 6-4. Yeah.
We just heard that cannon way too many times.
Yeah. Obviously, it's left an indelible impression on your mind.
Exactly. I'm scared of that thing. I don't want to hear it tomorrow. I've dumped into the Oilers zone. Off all the way down the ice. It's icing. 7.5 to go in the third.
Yes, the valve is starting to slip here, Cam. I think, is that what happens?
That's right. The hard drive doesn't hold the info like it used to. Walking too close to magnets lately.
I don't know what you're talking about. I feel fine.
Takes off to the right of Talbot. Yeah, it's McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman are out there. It's Bouchard and Ekholm. Pushed ahead by McDavid, but it rimmed by Mata, and he's able to get it just out. Bouchard to Ekholm. Pass to Evan Bouchard. Up the right wing to Draisaitl. Dump it into the Detroit end. Johansson right corner. Over to Mata, but that goes by him. Draisaitl gets control. Now to McDavid up the left wing. Cross-ice pass. Hits a skate. Goes in behind the Detroit net. Veleno up the right wing. Off the boards. And that will went up on end. It'll be icing against Detroit.
Oilers lost 4-2 in Columbus last year. They'd won in Boston in overtime in an ugly one, 2-1. Then they lost at Columbus and lost a shootout in Buffalo and then shut out Pittsburgh.
That was the Buffalo game where they went to the dressing room and had to come back out.
Yes.
That's right. Rimmed up to the point. Bouchard on the right wing boards. It was able to keep it in. It goes to McDavid. Spins around in the right wing corner to the blue line to Bouchard. Winds up. Shoots.
Just put it.
That goes blocked by Johansson, who will get it out and down the ice. It won't be hard enough for icing. Ekholm stops him behind the Oiler net.
If I'm Evan, you just scored once by pounding it.
Ekholm to skate out. Up the right wing. Picked off. Larkin to Raymond. The Oilers zone, a shot that goes wide. Raymond gets it back. Couldn't get a shot through, so it's Hyman to skate out down the left wing. Off the left wing boards and in. It goes to McDavid. He'll spin it across to Draisaitl. Great save by Talbot. Coming across, batted towards the net by McDavid, and Talbot will cover it up. Great setup to Draisaitl off the right wing, and he just hammered that thing on net, and Talbot slid across. That's a good save.
Great save by Cam Talbot. Never go wrong with a goalie named Cam. That's what the Saskatoon Blades used to say back in 1990.
It's not exactly what they were saying, but I appreciate the sentiment. 6:08 to go in the third.
At least you were good enough to play in the Western League.
Face off to the left is Talbot. Shots now 30-23 for Edmonton. Ryan, Podkolzin, and Perry. Emberson and Kulak. Up against Kopp in face-off circle. Puck goes to Johansson, and he'll bring it up the left wing. Did get it out. Corey Perry up the right side to Podkolzin. Now into the Detroit zone. He's going to drive towards the net, and now goes to the corner, to the slot, to Perry. Forced to the left side. Centering pass off a leg. Just went wide. Podkolzin to the right wing point to Emberson. Just put it in behind the net. Mata off the glass and out. Kulak turns it up on the left wing. Podkolzin will come in, will saucer it across on the right side. For Henry, behind the net to Perry. Knocked away from him. And Mata has it on the right wing in his own end. Up the Comfort, couldn't get it out. He gets forced back by Janmark, cuts in front of his goal, and then gets out of harm's way.
He's taking a penalty here.
Mata to Sherratt, his own end. Brown chases him in behind the net. Off the right wing boards, and Casper just clears it out. And it's over to the left wing. Berggren will rip it into the Oilers zone. Nurse into the corner. He's got Tarasenko on him. 4:49 to go in the third. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Red Wings. And up the right wing is Stetcher. Get it out. Lumped down by Sherratt. Puck goes into the Oilers zone. That's offside as Tarasenko touches it. And we're going to take a break. 4:39 to go in the third. Oilers and Red Wings tied at 2 from Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Turn off hesitation. Turn off doubt. Turn off fears. The YMCA helps you turn off whatever's holding you back so you can let your potential shine. Through our wide range of programs and services, you can turn on confidence, turn on connections, turn on possibilities. Visit our website to see what you can achieve at the YMCA.
This will be the day.
As a farmer, you can't afford to take any more risks than you already do. That's why you choose Invigor Hybrid Canola from BASF. It's not just the patented pod shatter reduction and clubroot resistant hybrids. It's the performance you trust to deliver year after year. This season, we're adding 3 new early maturing hybrids that are designed for your fields. So get ready to test the limits of your bins. See your retailer today and find out why Invigor has the top 3 hybrids in Alberta.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. As a musician, I'm drawn to the sounds of this great province. Whether it's the wind blowing down the Rockies, the rustling of grass across the prairie, or the sweet sound of a Ford Super Duty, it's all music to my ears. Speaking of Super Duty, with heavy-duty performance that's built for getting the job done right, it's no wonder this truck has Albertans singing its praises. The 2024 Ford Super Duty is available now at your Alberta Ford dealer. Just head on in today and tell them PB sent.
Audio 1.
Right corner. His pass picked off by Draisaitl. Get it out up the left wing to Henrique. Now on the right to Kulak. His shot off the glove of Talbot. And the puck smacked to the right side. Brown will shoot it. Lots of traffic. It doesn't get through. And Kopp comes up the right wing. 2:09 to go in the third. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Red Wings. Nurse in his own zone. Over to Kulak. Gets by him. Around the left to Janmark. Got it out to Connor Brown. Into the Red Wing end, down that left side, penalty coming up to Detroit. Now goes to Nurse. His shot just misses. Henrique gathers it on the right.
That's a tough call.
Going to be a tripping call, and the Oilers getting their second power play with 1:51 to go in the third period.
That is a tough call.
Andrew Kopp going to the box for the trip.
Well, Janmark kept his feet moving.
Number 18, 2-minute minor penalty, tripping.
I understand why the fans maybe were not overly enthused, but now your first power play unit, and they played good 5-on-5 in this period, but they haven't done. Watch this call again. That is, wow. I mean, I know we're the Oilers broadcasters, but I'm going to tell you right now, that's a tough call against Detroit.
Oiler Power Play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com.
Got to win a face-off here and get it to Lynette.
Face-off to the right of Talbot.
Well, they won the face-off.
They won the draw, but it comes out. So Bouchard in the neutral zone to McDavid. On the left wing to Nugent Hopkins will bring it in. Back to the blue line to Bouchard. Over to the right side. Draisaitl top of the circle. Into the corner to McDavid. Up the right wing to the point for Bouchard. Left to Nugent Hopkins. He'll drop it back. Bouchard to McDavid. One-time shot. That's blocked. It goes to the right wing.
He might have a broken skate.
Yeah, Edmonton. That one hit him in the foot. It hurt him. Left side, Nugent Hopkins to Bouchard. To Nugent Hopkins in the left wing corner. Now out to Draisaitl. Draisaitl from the side, tried to go upstairs, just missed. Back on the right wing point. We're tied at 2. We're here in the third to McDavid, right wing corner. Draisaitl tried to go cross ice with the pass. It gets blocked. It'll be Bouchard to keep it in to the right corner for McDavid. Out to Draisaitl to Bouchard. The shot, and that one off of Fisher, and it goes out of play with 54 seconds to go in the third.
You call a timeout here. Seriously, do you call a timeout? He's going to put the second, he's going to put part of the second power play unit on the ice. This is the first time we've seen this. So Skinner comes on with Arvidsson, and Hyman and Nugent Hopkins come off, and the Oilers leave their big horses, McDavid and Draisaitl, out there. Got to win the draw if you're Leon.
Tied at 2. 54 seconds to go in the third period. Face off to the left of Cam Talbot. Goes in behind the net. Petrie off the glass and down the ice.
Larkin's had a good game in the circle.
Bouchard coming out for Edmonton up the right wing to Arvidsson. Arvidsson to Jeff Skinner into the Detroit end, right wing to Draisaitl. Off the right wing boards to the blue line to Bouchard. To Draisaitl, hash marks right side. To the point to Bouchard. Now on the left to McDavid. To Arvidsson, left wing to the blue line. Bouchard to Arvidsson, to Bouchard, right side to Draisaitl, 20 seconds to go, now to McDavid, out, the one-timer, that's blocked as Arvidsson let it go, and Petrie will clear it out. Bouchard with 10 seconds in the period, down the right wing to Draisaitl, into the Detroit zone, cross ice pass, that's broken up, Larkin's going to get it out. And as he floats it down the ice, third period comes to a close. There's just 9 seconds of power play time to start off the OT. Oilers and Red Wings need a little bit extra. We're tied at 2. Overtime coming up next. From Detroit, we're at the Little Caesars Arena. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Chemco is building industry across Canada, and now they're on the lookout for civil and electrical project managers, estimators, and superintendents to join their dedicated team. Why Chemco? Because Chemco cares. They put people first, offering top-tier compensation packages and an unwavering commitment to safety. At Chemco, safety isn't just a priority, it's everybody's business. Ready to be part of a team that truly values you? Visit chemco.com/careers today.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan. The Oilers and the Red Wings are going to overtime. We're tied at 2. Evan Bouchard scores in the third period to tie it up for the Oilers. At the 10:47 mark, Bouchard's got a goal and an assist, as does Leon Draisaitl, and it is his 29th birthday. And the Oilers with 9 seconds of power play time to start off this OT. The Oilers in overtime this year, they've gone to OT a couple of times. And Edmonton is sitting at 1-1. And this is the first time Detroit has gone to extra time this season.
It's been a pretty even game. I mean, Detroit was the infinitely better team in the opening period. And I think Edmonton's been pretty good since then.
Yeah.
Just like a little bit more out of the power play. A couple chances to win it here. Now, if it's me, this is interesting. It's a 4-on-3, and they're going to have 2 defensemen out there. They're going to have Ekholm and Bouchard out there with McDavid and Draisaitl.
Yeah.
So if Leon wins the draw, you're going to get a chance to...
You might. You only got 9 seconds. And then Kopp's back out there, and we will be 4-on-4 until the next stoppage of play. All right. No, I don't know what that was. Tried to drop the puck. All right, overtime underway, and the Oilers got possession. It's Bouchard to bring it to the line. He got stood up, so Draisaitl. His pass that hits a skate. It goes to Ekholm. He'll come in on the left. Penalty now done. Edmonton 0 for 2 on the power play. Rimmed on the right. We're 4-on-4. McDavid across to Ekholm. In front. Scores! Leon Draisaitl taps it home. And the Oilers win it 3-2 in overtime. And it's the birthday boy that gives the Oilers the victory here at Little Caesars Arena.
What a play by number 14 for Edmonton, Mattias Ekholm. That was an absolute wonderful play. I mean, that's just, what a look.
He came down the left side and did a great job of selling the shot, really. And then the pass right across to Draisaitl. Draisaitl's second of the game, 6th of the season.
McDavid will pick up the second assist on the overtime goal, and the Oilers come all the way back in a night where they didn't have a lot going. It's going to end up being an even strength goal, but what a play.
What a play. Just amazing play by Mattias Ekholm. And the Edmonton Oilers get a 3-2 win. And we've got Mattias Ekholm down there right now. Mattias, Cam Moon, and Bob Stauffer upstairs. First of all, your thoughts on the game here today?
Didn't love our start, obviously. First period we got outplayed, but from that point on, I thought we took it to them. I think in the third, it's nice to see us get that equalizer. I thought we really earned it. We were all over them, and yeah, I mean, got that goal. I thought we had some